Hi, my name is Daniel Jarvis. I'm doing my informative speech on American Staffordshire Terriers, or Pit Bulls as they're most commonly known. I was a stereotypical person. I was pretty leery of Pit Bulls whenever I first got them. Before I had one, I was always afraid they'd bite my kids, and I was always a little weary of them. So we rescued a dog from a shelter because my little girl wanted a dog. We ended up coming home with this fantastic guy here. His name is Pete. He is a Pit Bull mix, or American Staffordshire Terrier mix. We're not sure what he's mixed with. We think it's actual American Bulldog and Pit Bull mix. Part of the breed history is Pit Bulls got their heritage from England back in the early 19th century. They were crosses between terriers and bully dogs, or bulldogs as they're called now. The UKC formed Pit Bulls to be registered for the first time. They were the first ones to acknowledge them. The AKC afterwards followed the UKC's lead and has gone back and forth throughout time with them. As you can see, he's very impatient. Sit. AKC has changed their mind several times about pits and wanting them to be registered and how they wanted them to be registered. And originally, the AKC is for studying out animals. Maybe you know, the AKC stands for the American Kennel Club. The ADBA, formed in 1909, was specifically formed to register, promote, and preserve original breeds such as the Pit Bull, American Bulldogs, and Staffordshire Terriers. They frowned upon illegal dog fighting, which focused on weight pulling competitions. Originally, Pit Bulls were used for many things. They were depicted in paintings was bullfighting. A lot of bulls were staked and sat in a corner, and a pepper was put up their nose, and then there was a bunch of Pit Bulls around them, and they would use the Pit Bulls to fight the bull, and the last Pit Bull standing would be the winner. This was soon outlawed. This only happened in England that I could research. I'm sure it has happened other places. Dogfights became illegal in 1835, but hasn't stopped it from going on illegally. Tougher penalties have been passed since 1976 in the United States. People have the desire throughout history for their Pit Bulls because of their don't quit and their attitudes. As you can see, this one has quite the attitude, and he likes to speak what he talks about. General impression of Pit Bulls is their strength. They're well put together and they're very muscular. As you can see, mine's a little bit heftier than most, but their weight is usually proportional to their size. Their head, as you can see him, he's got a very deep or long head, and it's very broad, it's pretty wide. They got very pronounced cheek muscles, which you can see here on this guy. Eyes are low down in the skull, so they're closer to the nose and closer to the cheekbones instead of higher up, as you would see on Labradors and whatnot. The underjaw is strong with a lot of biting power. Pit Bulls, one of the most common things people think is they have lockjaw. They actually do not have lockjaw. Some Pit Bulls or Staffordshire Terriers can lock their jaw, but it's not a common trait of those animals. Their neck is very thick, heavy neck. Their shoulders are very strong and muscular. Come here. As you can see from him, he's got a very wide stance, and these are his shoulders in here, so they're very wide. Pit Bulls don't have any definitive color. They can be black, white, brown. There's what's called a blue nose pit. They have like a grayish blue color to them. More than 80% of them are white and black, or tan and silver. Size, as I've shown, their height and weight should be proportional. Some of the famous people that have had Pit Bulls throughout history are Helen Keller, Teddy Roosevelt, which is one of the best presidents of all time, and Laura Ingalls. My conclusion is you shouldn't judge the animal by its reputation. You should judge the animal by how he actually is. My dog, he's pretty well behaved. He does what he's told. He's not the stereotypical mean pit bull. He's very lazy. He sleeps a lot. Every night he's with the kids or with me and my wife, and he's just not the everyday pit bull that everyone perceives. Thank you for watching.